Deep in the Pacific Ocean stands Ballspyramid, an unforgiving 562-meter monolith rising defiantly against the elements. A challenge few have attempted and even fewer have conquered. But has anyone truly reached its summit? Let's uncover the story of one of the most daring climbs in history. Ballspyramid is a towering, mysterious rock formation that rises dramatically from the depths of the Pacific Ocean. It is the world's tallest volcanic sea stack. Located 643 kilometers, 400 miles northeast of Sydney, it is part of the Lord Howe Island Marine Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its sheer vertical cliffs make it an awe-inspiring natural wonder, attracting adventurers, scientists, and climbers from across the globe. However, its remote and hostile environment makes it incredibly difficult to reach. The rock itself tells a story of millions of years of erosion, shaping it into a near impossible challenge for those who dream of standing on its summit. But where did this giant come from? And who were the first to risk everything to conquer it? Ballspyramid was first discovered in 1788 by British naval officer Henry Lidgebird Ball, who also discovered Lord Howe Island. However, its origins stretch back 7 million years when it was part of a massive shield volcano that erupted from the ocean floor. Over time, the wind and waves eroded the softer rock, leaving behind the sharp, blade-like ridge that we see today. This isolated giant measures 1,100 meters, 3,609 feet in length, and 300 meters, 984 feet, in width. It holds the distinction of being the tallest volcanic sea stack on Earth. Its steep, jagged cliffs create an imposing silhouette against the endless ocean horizon. Its unique geology and remote location have made it a site of scientific intrigue and ecological importance. Despite its barren, rocky appearance, life has managed to cling to its slopes, making it a critical area for research and conservation efforts. Reaching Ballspyramid is a test of patience and skill. Its position in the middle of a submarine shelf, surrounded by some of the Pacific's most unpredictable waters, makes any approach extremely dangerous. Strong currents and towering waves crash against its base, making landfall nearly impossible. The first recorded person to set foot on Ballspyramid was Henry Wilkinson in 1882, an Australian geologist who briefly studied its surface. But even he could go no further. The rock was too steep, the environment too hostile. Adding to the drama of its isolated beauty are several surrounding rock formations, including Observatory Rock and Wheatsheaf Islet, 792 meters away, and Southeast Rock, 3.2 kilometers away. These outposts reinforce the sense that Ballspyramid is not just a geological anomaly, but an untouchable fortress in the heart of the Pacific. In 1963, Bryden Allen, one of Australia's premier climbers, gathered a team to attempt the first ever ascent of Ballspyramid. They included Jack Pettigrew, John Davis, and Dave Lambert. However, their expedition failed before it could even begin. The brutal waves and strong currents prevented them from landing on the rock at all. Defeated but determined, Allen and his team vowed to return. The pyramid had resisted their efforts, but they were not giving up. A year later, a rival team led by Dick Smith launched a new attempt. They were better equipped, using a larger boat that allowed a direct voyage from Sydney to Ballspyramid. Their preparation and confidence suggested they were about to make history, but they had underestimated the climb. The rock was unstable, crumbling beneath their hands and feet. As night fell, they faced an unexpected horror. huge centipedes crawling over them as they tried to rest. With exhaustion setting in and the brutal conditions pushing them to their limit, they made the difficult decision to turn back. Bryden Allen watched the 1964 team's failure with critical insight. He realized their mistake. They had attacked Ballspyramid with brute force instead of strategy. To succeed, they would need a different approach, one based on patience, skill, and precision. With this new understanding, Allen began preparing for a third attempt, one that would go down in history. In 1965, Allen gathered an elite team of climbers: John Davis, Dave Witham, and Jack Pettigrew. New Zealand climbers Don Wilcox and Jack Hill joined as support. They secured sponsorship from the Sydney Morning Herald, ensuring media coverage. The team set sail for Ballspyramid, facing rough seas and shark-infested waters. With no safe way to bring the boat close, they swam to shore, dragging their gear behind them. It was a brutal start, but they had made it. The climb was slow and treacherous. Loose rock, extreme winds, and sheer cliffs made every step a gamble. They secured fixed ropes along the way, inching toward the summit. On February 14, 1965, at 2:30 p.m., Allen and Witham became the first people to reach the summit. Minutes later, Davis and Pettigrew joined them. They celebrated with a bottle of champagne, leaving a metal canister with a message as proof of their conquest. The descent was just as treacherous, with 8 grueling hours of careful maneuvering. By February 17th, the team was safely picked up and returned to Lord Howe Island, victorious. In 1986, climbing was banned to protect Ballspyramid's fragile ecosystem. In 1990, restrictions were slightly eased, but only under strict conditions. Few climbers have been granted access since. Ballspyramid remains a symbol of adventure and human perseverance, but also a reminder of nature's dominance. Though climbing is now restricted, its story continues to inspire. Would you have dared to face it? If you love stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next adventure.